Let's talk about what you've got to read, The Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lind. Okay, for starters, this is going to be book 1 in the series. There were 2 books out. This book followed by The Robin on the Oak Throne that just came out last month. So that's one of the things we love about this series is there are already 2 books out that you can dive into, because after you read a good romantasy, what do you want to do immediately after? Read the next book, and you're going to get to do that. We're actually covering both books on the podcast this month, so there's lots of great stuff for you to dive into. Second, this book has lots of great tropes. We got some enemies to lovers, we got some forced proximity, we got some bad boy, and we got the slow burn. Some of the best. And so one of the things that we love about this is really our main male character, Graves. He is giving off that big bad boy energy. He is someone that you think you definitely don't want to fall in love with and end up falling in love with throughout the book. It's kind of crazy when you think about what you knew about him in the very beginning. And it is a slow burn. So you are going to see lots of tension build between these 2 main characters throughout the book. But when it does pay off, it is super good and super spicy. And the 2 chapters that we get with spice are perfection. Third, we love this kind of world that's been created. And part of that's because it's going to combine what you might know about New York City today with this kind of fantasy monster human world. And that's been really fun to kind of see those 2 things mix. So there are going to be parts of the story that are going to feel very authentic and real to you if you've ever been to New York City. And then there are also going to be parts of the story where, obviously we don't have vampires and goblins and all of these different types of monsters in the world that we live in, or that we know of. And so that's going to kind of bring a whole new layer to it. And trying to figure out what each of their motivations are and where people stand in this world is really fascinating. Because after reading this book, I don't know if I can even tell you who we should trust and who we shouldn't trust. I mean, I think Megan and I would say in romantasy, we trust no one. So just think about that for a second. So make sure you give this book a read. It's really fun to digest and lots of theories, so many theories. Can't even begin to describe how many we go into on the podcast. But we have a full episode on this dropping on July 16th. And we'll be also dropping an episode on The Robin on the Oak Throne on July 30th. So make sure you give both books a read and check out the episodes.